Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I've been sensing that there's a multitude of different types of energy that's looming within the ethers. And some of it is good and some of it is bad. Some of it is your timeline coming into flourishing, into position, into your next step. And some of it is projection that's being sent by other energy that for whatever reason feels intimidated or annoyed or upset because you're stepping into your destiny, because you know who you are and you know what you want and you know how to obtain it. And with positive thought and a warm, loving frequency, embracing your energy, it puts you on the right path in order to get what it is that you're manifesting, your desires, your dreams, your next steps. And you're maybe seeing sequential numbers. You could be seeing numbers that go in order, climbing up steps, and you could be seeing numbers out of order, but within the same pattern, like 432 or 234 or 243, like numbers out of balance or out of order. And that could be that there are certain messages that your team is sending you to alert you that you should use your clarity and your discernment and make sure that you hold your personal boundaries, your self-empowerment from within. Because when or if these energies are attempting to infiltrate your field, you at least have the ability, not so much forethought, but to see before the energy comes so that you know how to move. And if you need help trying to determine or differentiate the different values within the numbers or the signs or the symbols that you could be seeing, maybe on a repetitive basis, or maybe when you look and you see that certain numbers seem to maybe follow you or lead you, then more than likely when you receive a warm feeling where there's not any anticipation or hesitation or doubt or confusion or dismay, that these signs are being sent by your spirit team. And they're sending them so that you can remain encouraged, so that you could remain well-rounded, and that you will continue to view your position, your situations, regardless of what they are or how many come your way, whether it's like a battleground or if it's a lull and then a heavy scene and then a lull. Your spirit team wants you to be aware that not everything that glitters is gold, and not everything that seems on the outward perfect and beneficial actually is. And that's the deterrent that's being sent by the negative energy to try to trip you up and get you off your path, to have you second guess or even hold conflict within yourself between what it is that the direction is that you're intuitively guided to go through the intuition or the gut feelings or the sensations that we all have. It's how we respond to what it is that's being gifted to us. So do we use it and figure out what the benefit is behind the meaning or behind the feeling or behind the situation or the sensation? Or do we take it at face value and, don't dig deeper? Because if you take things only at face value and you don't look further, then you're allowing the negative energy to misdirect you. into a path they want you to follow, and not the path that your higher consciousness, or even that you co-create with the creator, all that is divine, right, is leading you to go for your best development. Because whether you realize it or not, every situation that you are in or facing or have faced or will face, you signed off on every single one of them before you even incarnated here, whether it was this lifetime or lifetimes past, because there were certain values, lessons, and growth that your higher consciousness, that your light essence wanted to experience in human form, in order to remember how to migrate back into the spiritual realm on the 3D, in the 3D, like on Earth. So some of us are hanging out in 3D, where we take what's being said at face value and run with it as law. And other people are in the 5D, which is pivoted mindset, understanding that there's further to look, there's deeper to go, there are more layers to uncover, there's more, I don't want to say drama, but there's more adventure. And I look at what I don't know and how it's going to affect me as adventure, because it can go either way. And my mindset controls exactly how that lands, or how it unfolds, or how it actually blossoms and blooms into. So when people send negative energy to me, in regardless the form, I transmute it. I look for the benefit. I understand where the positive is within every situation, because there's always positive when you switch your mindset and you look for inner growth, when you look to evolve into the best version of you. And when we lean on our gut feeling, our intuition, if you will, and we are very confident and secure and extremely sure in the knowing that we know, whether we can prove it or not. Those are gifts that are giving you the insight or the enlightenment that you need for whatever that situation may be, to allow you to be able to pivot, to change your mindset or your position or your direction, in order to honor, if you will, and enhance and, fully trust the information that comes from within you, because we all have, let me put that out there, every single one of us has the ability to use our free will. And whatever it is we don't dig, we can always, respond in change, in transformation, in enlightenment, in enhancing the positive aspects of us by embracing and understanding the negative that is a part of us. Because we've got masculine and feminine energies that complete us. And when we combine those areas within our own consciousness into a balanced, harmonized position, then it gives us a stable ground, so that no matter what it is that comes to us, we'll be able to use our intuition, how our gut speaks to us, the hesitancy or the run toward, the fear or hate or doubt, to, surety and knowing and love and the highest vibration, leading you to continue to choose the path that you know is going to benefit you, regardless of what hiccups or turmoil or setbacks come your way. Because what you may perceive as a hardship or a setback or a misdirection could actually be your inner consciousness, your higher self, right? Leading you toward the last pieces of what you need to gather before you completely engulf yourself in your new path. And that could be a little bit scary. That could be exciting. That could be however you want to consider that energy to be. But when you look at adventure, then it actually puts a shield of possibility, because whenever you go on an adventure, you don't actually know how it's going to turn out. You just know that it's invigorating and exciting, it's warm, it's inviting. I think I said that. But your intuition, your gut feeling will tell you. And you've trusted it all this time. And it's kept you either out of trouble or, invited you into situations that would aid to your growth and your development, regardless of what they could be, right? Because we don't, only have failure in our life. We have success in our life too. We have achievements, we have goals, we have endeavors, we have life to live, and you could be very successful at that, but maybe not so successful at harnessing your spiritual growth. Or maybe you're really good at the spiritual side, but not so good at navigating the tangible side, the material side, the earth, this place, this lovely space we call home. And I consider it lovely, and I consider it home, because I'm here and I resonate with and I roll with, and my intuition tells me and my gut feeling confirms it, that life is great when we have the right mindset and we look toward learning, growing, and developing. And we need to go right back to the beginning, because everything we were taught has been a lie. So the adventure could definitely be keeping your eyes wide open while you dig down deep and discover all the truth that was concealed with lies and misguidance and outright debauchery, and use that in order to propel you into the newest version of what Earth is morphing into. The Mother Earth, she's awakened, she's growing, she's ascending, she's very much aware of everything that goes on her surface and within her grounds. And she's not so happy when there's deliberate misguidance that's diluting or concealing or poisoning her lands. And you're part of her lands because you dwell here. So she's given you the ability to be self-sufficient and self-reliant by providing you the by providing to every one of us the nutrients that nourish us, that are provided from the earth and the ethers and the atmosphere, because we have precipitation, we have rain, we have water, we have ground, we have dirt, and we have plants and trees and shrubs and bushes. And 50% of them are edible. Well, probably 85% are edible. And 10% are poison, and 5% are pretty. Like flowers and things that tickle our senses and, give us visual candy, if you will. But regardless of what the earth provides to us, it's up to us to be able to recognize, to receive, and to perceive the best life that we could be by harnessing the energies that we embody, plus the energy from the earth, plus the energy from the spirit realm, plus the energy from the ethers, and plus all the consciousness that's around us. Because that's also giving us more diversity and more ability to resonate with different faces or different angles or different aspects. Some people call it perception. Some people call it your intellect. I call it your senses. I call responding positively with all of your senses. And I think there's like 15, but I keep saying that I think there's more. But to your benefit, in order to keep you balanced easily and effortlessly. And when you heed your senses, and when you harness the energies that are being provided to you positively, when you look deeper, when you discover what is being hidden and concealed from the surface level, then you would have already adjusted your understanding, your comprehension, your position within how you receive and how you respond to the information that you're obtaining. So use your clarity, and then your discernment will be very strong because your intent will be clear, your energy will be balanced and swirling like it's supposed to, for your benefit, to uplift you and to allow larger possibilities that you couldn't even imagine before you switched your understanding to a greater view where you have the ability to create the existence that you choose. So I hope everybody chooses positive, loving, forward, uplifting, interconnected movements, because that's the name of the game. We already tried, through the debauchery of, the concealed eye. And when everything is being hidden from you, your eye is concealed. If your spirituality or your vibration isn't high enough in order to rise above whatever that chokehold may be. And when you're able to do this, then you would have already realized that the value is deeper than surface level. And in order to gain the wisdom and the knowledge to never have your third eye concealed or misled or misguided again, you'll use your intuition, your inner knowing, that gut feeling, and the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities that are being presented to you, and the feelings and the warmth or the sensation of love that always surrounds positive messages from the divine, and even from your spirit team or from your higher consciousness, because you've got a team on your side, whether you realize it or not. And your team is looking out for your best interest to give you all the value that you contracted to gain, and enlighten you and propel you into remembrance of what the game really is. And that's living life, being stuck in a cycle, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what's good, what's bad, what resonates, what's not at all balanced for you, like it doesn't resonate, not at all. right? And then taking all of those lessons and then looking deeper to find out, why did you have to do all this? What was the value? What was the lesson? What experiences catapulted and enlightened and provided awareness? And then, did you dig down deeper? Did you figure out what, why, how, where? Because those are all great questions. And when we have answers, or we have resonance, or we have inner knowing, then we're already on our path. Because whether you realize it or not, we're all here to evolve. We're all here to remember, to recognize, to receive, and to provide our insights and experiences for the whole world, because not everybody has the same journey. Some journeys could be similar, and they could provide guidance when your movements, my movements, our movements are being viewed by someone who is beginning to learn, to grow, to understand, to navigate how to live life on this surface, on this planet, in this space, during this time. When their insides are waking up and their intuition is yelling and screaming, saying, look further, look deeper. What do you see around you? What is the energy that is being sent, held, projected, or given from any particular consciousness? Because you can get energy from crystals, rocks, trees, the ground, the grass, the greenery, the air. You can get signs everywhere. And if you're aware, then you notice them. And if you're not aware, then you're still working on surface level. And I can help you in whatever position or path or direction that you're in currently. I have the ability to see what other people can't. I have the ability to feel and to sense and to resonate with the energy. And I immediately know whether it is good, bad, indifferent, guilty, responsible. Yeah. Because there's a lot of energy and it can come out in a lot of different ways. And give me a few minutes and I can figure out exactly where your energy, is driving you. And then I could show you through your own past endeavors about your own mannerisms. And I don't even know you the way you think I do, but my spirit does. And that's why it's easy for me to be able to help you. So wherever you find yourself, just realize that you're never alone. And I'm always available to be that bridge, that ally, to help you, to provide to you your very own insight through your very own experiences, just by picking them out and showing you the best pieces that maybe you've looked past. But they're there and they shine very bright. And so does your shadow. Not that it shines bright, but that it's there. But it's not there to hurt you. It's there to provide the balance. Because you can't have all light, just like you can't have all dark. You have to have a happy balance in between. And you have to be able to navigate life in both realms, the seen and the unseen. And I can help you again, right with that, because I see what people don't say. I see what their energy reveals by their movements, by their mannerisms, by even the hesitancy within their speech. And if there's a question that you have or something that you would like more, clarity upon, by all means, speak with your spirit team. But if you still need assistance and guidance, that's why I'm here. So that you know that you have a partner, a friend, an ally, an interconnected sister in me. My lovely collective, no matter where you find yourself, I am always sending encouragement, clarity, wisdom, knowledge, and positive forward growth so that you too can reach your highest consciousness, your potential, unlimited and uncapped. And it's waiting for you to step right toward that motion, that movement, that direction, and enhance, embrace, perfect everything that you are. And then give it out. Give it out to everyone with everything that you do, with the energy that you hold, with your mindset, with your position, and most of all, with the frequency of love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, and realizing that everybody is here to help the other. What a perfect, wonderful space. Positive and pure. And yes, there will be hiccups and falls and, brushes over, the course of your path, but different levels, different demons. But now you have clarity, you have wisdom, you have understanding of the deeper knowledge, and you'll continue to look further. And if you're still not there, by all means, we can get there together. I'll never leave anyone behind as long as they're willing to do the work and to see past the that little tiny top that is flimsy and doesn't really have any depth. Just what it is, the surface layer garbage that's being thrown at you. But my lovely collective, you are a great, great individual with powerful energy and a bright, vibrant light. Shine bright and illuminate whatever might be trying to peek its little nose and give you flimsy information and then say that, okay, you're right. We don't have to dig any further. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get sucked into their illusions. Lean back on your strength and your courage. And yes, your bravery and your clear intent and the direction in which your gut is telling you to go. Because your gut has never lied to you. Never. I know that. Self-preservation is always, a leading thing. It's just, how do you view self-preservation these days? Is it tangible? Is it cut and dry? Or is it spiritual? Is it evolution? Is it development? Good questions. I can't wait to hear your answers. Whatever they may be, I am always sending love and light and the ability to choose and to vibrate on the path that you were always meant to venture. Love and light, peace and joy. Blessed be.